ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Woof.
Viewer beware. You're in for a scare. Starting recording in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, caught you off guard. I don't always say one, do I? I never say one.
No, you-
I never say one. Welcome, everyone. We are here for a brand new Late to the Murder Party. And, of course, we are continuing with the month of terror. Oh, fuck all of you. Anyways, this is also... It's also... I need to have fun. I want to have fun because we are continuing with the Warrens. I hate life right now.
Well, it's not too bad. Wait till you get old.
I mean, this movie will clear your memory.
Oh, yeah. So we're at... Oh, fuck. What year is it?
2018.
We're at
2018.
2018. We've seen The Conjuring. We fucked up and watched Conjuring 2 first after, but we've corrected that, went back to Annabelle, and then we saw Annabelle Far From Home. Don't worry, Annabelle's Homecoming will be soon.
That was Homecoming, then Far From Home.
I mean,
It's supposed to be in that order.
Right.
You know, we could just call like Annabelle Homecoming. You know, Lassie Come Home. It would be a
Okay.
better movie. We could watch.
Right.
We could
Yeah.
watch Lassie Come Home instead. It'd be better.
Probably.
I mean, because if you think this movie is bad, just wait.
And yes, anyone who is for some reason just popping in on this one because I guess you're a fan of this film or you want to hear us tear this one apart particularly, I have been making jokes about the Marvel Universe. I have been calling this this Conjuring the basically the Warrens universe because it's just as fictional as the reality. I've been making references to Marvel because of the credit sequences and the way that all of this is like building up and putting it all together to make like an entire... literally the last one, the newest one is going to be Avengers. There is no getting around it. It has been setting it up. And the more we've been watching this, the more I've been like, oh my god, with the way these credit sequences and like mid-credits and after-credits have been going, it literally is Marvel. Fuck you. I hate this shit so much. Anyways. We are about to tear into 2018's The Nun. With me
When you do that. Oh, yeah, you get the
with
introduction.
me, of course. Because I am not losing my mind. I don't know what you're talking about. That actually put a creak in my neck. Uh, okay, so with me, of course, is our latest guest, the lovely Xeiren.
Hello.
The equally as lovely Graveturtle, who is my support turtle at this point.
You can do it. You can get through it.
It's the little cheers. That's the only thing getting me through it. We also have the awesome Wolfman Roy.
Come, buddy. Come. Come, buddy.
We're all in this together. And the chaotic Doc himself.
PSA don't dominate. Don't let it requiem.
Requiem.
Bang. Anyway.
2018's The Nun. Roy, go. The floor is yours. The floor is yours right now.
2018's The Nun. Directed by Corin Hardy. It's a Gary Doberman and James Wan script. Starring such character actors as Damien Bichard, Teresa Farmiga, Jonas Bluquet, Bonnie Aarons, Ingrid Bissou. Sorry, I'm tripping over my names here. Patrick Wilson, Vera Farmiga, Lily Taylor, Charlotte Hope, Sandra Tellez, Maria Overton, and a cast of thousands. A priest with a haunted past and a novice on the threshold of her final vows are sent by the Vatican to investigate the death of a young nun in Romania and confront a malevolent force in the form of a demonic nun.
I remember none of this.
I remember all of this.
Yeah, that's the thing about this movie. I thought Grave was joking. Grave was telling me when she went back and watched it. She was giving little quips along the way. And then she told me after watching it, she couldn't remember most of what she had watched. And I thought that was hilarious. I'm like, "Oh, that's great. That's fucking great." But there's no way. There's no way. 2 hours after watching this film, I realized I couldn't remember a single scene. Definitely not in full. I remember blood effects. I remember the jump scare face from the World's Most Impossible Maze. I remember some sounds, not very many visuals. I couldn't see a lot in this film.
Yeah, if you think The Conjuring 2 is dark, I mean, lighting wise.
Oh, yeah, lighting wise. My God.
And
You
I
have
thought,
to adjust your contrast and sharpness to watch some of this movie.
and I thought Annabelle Creation was dark too, because I was like, I really can't see what's going on in half of this film. I couldn't see what was going on in most of this film, and it left no impact. What the fuck is this franchise? Each entry leaves less and less impact. And I'm amazed because we're on movie number 5 out of 9. Yeah, I still have to give this one money. My God, my soul hurts. I still have to give them money. How is no impact going to get less down the road?
Oh, wait until the devil made me do it.
How does that work?
Wait.
No. Why?
Oh my God.
So,
Oh my
At least-
God.
But at least Devil Made Me Do It. It's so stupid you actually remember it. This movie is just nothing.
yeah.
It's just nothing.
Now
This
I'm
is-
gonna have to be back in it's all something, but if you took it off of the franchise and made it its own movie,
I'd forgive
it's
it.
definitely something. It's definitely something.
It would still be
No, I
trash at that point, but I'd be a little more fine.
I don't think I'd remember it still.
No.
Because, this movie being like, you only get cameos of the Warrens themselves, so it's basically,
Yes.
other than the cameos, it's basically its own film.
Mm-hmm. It is.
And it's just, I mean, the characters make some of the stupidest decisions like you would ever see in a horror movie. Like things like running through the graveyard at night, splitting up, all those things that even like you're like, man, even in Scooby-Doo they're smarter than this.
It's like the dumbest D&D party to ever exist decided to play Curse of Strahd.
Oh God.
Mm.
Yeah. It's interesting. I think I'm the one who's ended up going to be playing devil's advocate here.
Come to the dark side.
No, you can't play devil's advocate till the next movie because then the devil will be making you do it.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey.
Doc, I am not surprised in the slightest that you said that.
Oh, the worst
Here's
is...
here's my caveat. I recognize it's bad. I'm not saying it's
Yes.
good.
Yes.
Every decision made about this is fucking terrible. However, in its own fucked weird little way, I kind of respect the effort.
Yes.
There was effort?
There was effort.
There was attempts at effort, yes. To me, this reminds me of movies like Frighteners, Death to Smoochie. I have a point, I swear to God. Like Frighteners, Death to Smoochie, maybe even something like, I don't know, Doc Savage. Randomly pops in my head. You recognize that it's bad. You recognize every decision this filmmaker and writer made was horrible. But it's its own weird way. You kind of can't help but respect the fact that they did it with all their heart.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there was any heart in this film.
Oh.
Because if there was,
It's hard.
one, it would be more memorable, and two, it might just be bad enough to go full circle and be funny. And it accomplishes neither of those things. I think maybe what you're getting at is there's moments where it could have been good. Like you could see that they were making attempts to do stuff with the kind of bedsheet ghost-esque silhouette of like the nuns from behind, like when they're crouching or praying or stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you could see that there's attempts in that direction, but it's ruined by the fact that most of the movie is so dark you can't really see anything, especially if you're not watching it in a theater, or your TV's settings and contrasts isn't just perfect. And they have moments where there's laundry hung up inside the castle, and they're following through it and such, and that could have been okay. And some of the really dumb decisions, like why is everybody running around in the graveyard, what are you doing in the graveyard, those parts could have been funny if they'd gone a little bit more ham in the acting there, or something other than just running around with stone faces and not like talking to anything. It's like there's moments where it could have gone hammy and been entertaining, or they could have put things could have not been slightly off, and there could have actually been good tense moments. Now, maybe this would have been a little bit different if it had been viewed in a theater where the film being dark is going to be less of an issue, or you're going to have that added boost of being in an audience that's also getting tense. Because when you're in a theater, and you're watching a horror film, you can kind of feel the tension from like the other people in the theater, and that makes spookier moments feel even spookier. And that's one of the best reasons to go see a horror movie in the theater is for that experience that you can't get watching at home. Now, I think a couple of us did see this in the theater. Does the theater experience improve this film at all?
Yes.
Does a little bit, yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
I only watched this movie once back in 2018. I happened to be visiting my sister, and my sister and I, when we do get together, because she's a mom and doesn't get to go out very much, doesn't get to do anything that anyone would consider to be like adult time. So I do my best on every visit to try and set aside a couple hours to be like, hey, grandma, watch the kiddos. Me and mom are gonna go. I'm gonna take the mom out for adult time. It's gonna have some sisters. And in this one particular instance, we just decided to go see it because it's like, oh look, a scary movie. This looks like shit. Like, we even knew from the trailer that it looked like shit. But we're just like, it's gonna be a jump scare fest, and those are really the only kinds of scary movies my sister likes to watch in the theaters, because typically we can only go in the evening, and she's a big fraidy cat in the dark and has night terrors and things like that. But a jump scare movie, it's literally we go, ah, and then we laugh. And so, as if you know what you're getting into and you go to watch it in the theater, it was a fantastic time. It was a fun time. I actually had a great time watching this movie. Did it actually achieve to do anything it sought out to do? Yes, but only in the effects department. Because the whole scene where Lorraine's being like chased around the house by the apparition of the nun, that shit was actually very in theaters and had the impact it was supposed to have. But it's so funny listening to you guys talk about it. Like, it's so dark, I can't see anything. And I'm like, well, yeah, because you weren't in a big cavernous dark theater. And like, I can only imagine how terrible this is to watch at home unless you have the precise, lack of light and other things like fucking with your screen and shit like that. But
OLED display, like full and like almost theater size,
home
theater size, and all that shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And so, as somebody who has only experienced this film in theaters, like, we left realizing it was a big nothing burger of a movie, and that its whole thing it was trying to do, or at least from my perspective it was trying to do, was set up this sort of like brand presence of this other entity within the franchise that was supposed to be this big crossover villain. But at the same time, because of how they told the origin story of how the nun crosses over into Ed and Lorraine's story, it feels like a giant at the end.
Right.
And you're just like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker. Okay. My sister and I literally left the theater going, I wonder how they're gonna work that in, because that's gonna be difficult. Okay. And we just kind of shrugged our shoulders and went, at least we got startled a bunch, which is why we came here. Here's why I think The Nun doesn't work in the franchise overall. And this is not to say that you can't enjoy the film or think it absolutely. This is why I think it failed. Is the Conjuring universe, with the way it was set up with the first, is this like very suspenseful, supernatural horror in mundane everyday life. And it's the story about this who go around helping people, and they treat the Nun film less like a supernatural horror. Like, all of its precepts in the script and everything is like, this is a supernatural horror, but they filmed it like a creature feature, and that's why it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And it's like, this isn't going to work for the franchise overall. It's just not going to work for the franchise. If it was a standalone, just B flick, I think it would be like a cult classic favorite, just for the levels of camp that are going on that it didn't intend to have. But overall, it is a, as far as the franchise is concerned, it's kind of a big nothing burger.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that necessarily, but at the same time, it just kind of makes you feel like, what the fuck did that happen for? Okay, I guess they're just gonna wiggle this in somewhere.
Yeah, no, I'm sure, like, in theaters, that would have been an interesting experience. It would have been, like, yeah, again, it's a nothing burger of a film. Can't get around that. However, yeah, I could definitely say, as a home experience, this very quickly takes the spot. Does anyone remember the weekends of going to Blockbuster and getting that just weekend bummer of a film that just, oh, I blew it. That wasn't, that was a bad rental. When you just would grab something out of the horror section that was just like, hey, I've never seen this before. Maybe this will be fun. And you just don't quite realize that what you grabbed was one major direct-to-DVD schlockfest that was not fun. The nothing burger of a film. The one that literally, it's like, I don't know how they were managed to get this in here, let alone pay for the disc that it's printed on.
And then you look at, like, who directed it, and it's Uwe Boll. Yeah.
Well, there's that, too. But that's, like, why, like, this, I think that's even why it leaves no impact, because there's plenty of those. There's several of those that I just would rent and I'd be like, wow, that was a waste of my $5. Shit, I guess I'm moving on to the video game I rented for the weekend. Like,
and then that's garbage because it's IP related.
Yeah, because yeah, oh my god, I've done a few of
everything,
those.
especially Super Nintendo, yeah.
Oh yeah. I got Mythologies for N64. I'm a smart person. Oh fuck. Yeah, no, it's one of those. It's like, you're not gonna remember. You're just not.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rebut that. But I'm gonna have to put a little tag on that. If you have watched European horror enough that you kind of see the tropes, you basically on this film, you basically say, I see what you're going with. I'm not mad about it. It's not gonna fit this whole thing, but I see what you're going, and I'm in on the ride.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you on the ride for it.
Yeah, because
Well,
Roy might agree with me. Roy might add on to this or agree with me on this, but the style most reminded me of was like European, but specifically, I'm started getting flashbacks and remembering about like Italian, like Exorcist horror movies.
Yes.
Like that's thinking like Beyond the Door. What's another good one?
Sarah and the Devil.
Yeah, that one. That
Exorcismo, which is more Spanish than Italian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there's the whole. I will give it this. Unlike the bad Conjuring movies we've like some of the worst parts of the Conjuring movies and Annabelle movies we've
I'm
seen so
glad
far.
you corrected that, because we're gonna say, oh yeah, the bad ones. I'm like, motherfucker, that's everything so far. Don't start.
Even the first one?
The first one I give a pass, and that's just on its entertainment value alone. it's one of those ones that if I take away the Warrens, it's a fun film. If I leave the Warrens there, I want to strangle someone.
Okay. No, because my thing is that
Most likely
I
the
give it
Warrens.
this. There's at least more consistent thematic run through
Run through it, yeah.
than some of the last ones.
Mhm.
It's the constant idea of the corruption and perverting of the church and holy symbols.
Mhm.
You know, the demon taking form of a nun, the fact that the problems of the village is coming from the existence of the abbey. The desecrating of nuns' bodies and all these other things. At least I see what they're going for and what general idea they had with stuff like Annabelle, Home with Her Heart Is, and Conjuring 2, London Calling. It feels so all over the fucking place. You can't help but feel like you're trying to piece together Pepe Sylvia in your head, wondering what the fuck is going on.
Right.
Granted, don't get me wrong, we're getting that, but you're also every shot in this film, all I could think of is fucking Captain N's Castlevania. Like, that's all I could think of. Like, certain shots in this, I swear to God, I thought Bloody Tears was gonna start playing.
I'm sorry. I was giggling so hard while muted.
I saw.
I had an out-of-body experience.
And it had an epileptic return for a second there.
Like, with the climax with the fucking pool thing, I keep expecting fucking Dracula to pop out and just start throwing fireballs. Like, all you hear is da 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 da.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, Doc.
So and that's the thing about my feelings at the end of the day. I remember this because I can see the effort, but I also recognize all this effort is trying to shine up a turd.
Yes.
You have this massive, well-ornate pedestal with all the right lighting, all these great camera angles and beauty shots, and what's on the pedestal is essentially 3 goat turds covered in glitter.
Yeah?
Yes.
All this effort, all this actual thought, and what you're shining it on is literally a golden piece of shit.
And to an extent, I have to agree, because
it's the jewel crested golden piece of shit
Piece of shit.
that
Yes.
causes people to kill their families over it.
Yes.
because when you're talking about those themes, I mean, it comes down to even the title. Like, you know what the themes are going to be by the title alone. It's a scary movie called The Nun. Of course, it's going to be about the corruption of all of these things.
Yeah.
But it's not, the themes are not left in good hands, and the script is just,
Well, of course, it doesn't help that the beginning of your story is like, oh, it's, or like you find out later, it's like, oh, hey, the corruption kind of brought upon ourselves because we stupidly built holy ground on top of demonic land. The fuck is wrong with you?
It's like Poltergeist, but with the Crusades, basically.
Yeah.
It's like, what did you think was going to happen?
well, that's the funny thing, right?
Move the headstones, but not the graves.
That was actually done throughout history, though, all the time.
Yes.
Yeah,
they
people
would
are
build
stupid.
abbeys and monasteries and cathedrals on top of places that were once considered cursed, because within
We
the
can
whole
change it.
dogma, it's like, no, we will consecrate it, and we will bless it, and we will make the bad stuff go away. It was
Because
just This is just the thought of like, yeah, but what if that didn't work, bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you think about it, it's the whole plan was literally we got God and prayer on our side. We're gonna be fine. I almost said God in anime, but that's an entirely different movie. But
All right.
so it's just, and it also, again, adding on to the I can't help but have these thoughts while I watch this movie, even though I respect the effort. The ending MacGuffin, which spoilers throughout this whole thing. We've already spoiled
Oh
this shit
yeah.
ton of it.
Spoiler alert. If you
We're in
like
the
this,
Spoilerville now.
if you like this film, go watch it and
Go
then
watch it,
explain
go
to
watch
me
it, it's
fucking
good.
why. But
Go watch it. It's good. Trust me.
yeah.
Don't listen to them.
No.
Trust me.
Sure.
It's great.
Whatever. It exists.
It's a great
It's
movie.
a film.
It's a
It's not a legendary film.
Now-
But it's a good film.
Now we get
it's
into
like
solid
a
from
spoilers.
5. It's a 4 or 5 out of 10, maybe a 6 if you're generous.
It's a
It's a
6 out of
2.
10. Go watch it. Go watch it. It's
Now,
fun. It's fun. Go watch it.
Like you say 2 out of 10. I mean, I give the 2 out of 10s to Fucking Comes Home. That's a 2 out of 10 movie.
Yeah, that was a waste. None. That's a solid piece of. I'm trying to be European cinema to cover up this goddamn bad script, but I'm trying so hard. Yeah.
okay.
Please watch me. No.
Anyways, spoiler section now. Go on.
Yeah, so we mentioned that the church was buried on demonic ground, and that's essentially what is causing the whole thing. That under the church there is a demonic portal, because of
Mhm.
course. And what the church was doing was having a constant stream of prayer through the nuns in order to keep it sealed. However, by the time our protagonists got there, a lot of them, like
All
It's-
of them.
all of them are basically dead, and it was hallucinations done by the demon to bring one more person because the demon needed a body to inhabit,
Mm-hmm.
as you do.
Preferably a nun.
Yeah, because corruption of virginal innocence and all that fun shit.
You know, now that I think about it, you know what would have made this movie so much better?
If it was filmed in the mid 70s.
You know, good
Come
point.
on. Come on.
Good point. However,
Come
but
on.
my millennial brain went elsewhere. You filthy Gen Xer. um, sorry, it's been
Yeah,
a long
yeah,
time since
yeah.
I've been able to take that dig, so I took the opportunity. No, imagine with me, if you will, that instead of it's a singular nun and the weird douche nuggets who are with her, the Carmelite nuns from the first Sister Act movie show up.
Oh my gosh.
And they turn the place around through singing. Because that's the thing, like, that was the other thing that kind of, because of, like, I don't have, like, severely extensive Catholic knowledge, but I have enough Catholic knowledge to be like, they sent the wrong order of nuns into
Yeah.
this place. Because if it was a bunch of starch Carmelite nuns, like,
Mhm.
I mean, that place would just be shining like an actual gold piece, not like a golden goat turd. It's just like, oh, Maria. And then Valec's like,
You get like the thumping from the seal going like as he has like a broom going turn like keep it down.
and then you just see the Pope in the back doing his little dancey dance. Oh god! Like somebody needs to make that into like a parody skit or a parody movie. It's like the Nun 3 Sister Act edition.
Yeah. So it's revealed that the way the church sealed the demon in the first place is with this ancient artifact that holds the blood of Jesus Christ. Cause why not, yo?
Mm-hmm.
Because Catholics, yo.
Yeah. So our our Scooby gang ends up going down into the basement and finds the artifact buried in the walls, thanks to Mary pointing the way, aka fucking Indiana Jones shit, where the light bounces off of Mary's finger and points at a wall. So
Yeah, there was a lot
they-
of that. That's a lot of
Yeah.
things.
Gotta give it though. That's very ingenious.
Mhm.
That's very ingenious.
Yeah, so they basically grab the holy hand grenade of Antioch out of the wall and end up going to fight Valak with it. And it ends in this sort of flooded part of the basement, which turns into a whirlpool because
Somehow.
reasons.
Because that's where the portal is.
Because
Because the portals is in there.
Yeah. So we have this final battle between the three of them, and it looks like the nun is about to eat our dear virginal nun up, and then all of a sudden she looks at the artifact and realizes there's no blood in there, and the nun just straight up fucking Great Muda, full on Great Muda, and spits the blood in her face, and then the demon just melts away like it's fucking Wicked Witch of the West. Help me! Help me! Ah, what a world! What a world! So, at the end, everybody's alive magically somehow, and now this church is holy ground again. However, this being part of the Conjuring universe, and we need to tie in that dark, depressing ending,
Yep.
we discover that Frenchie, who we found out his real name is Maurice, Frenchie, aka Austin Butler, if he was like a decade plus early,
Their relation to the abbey and the town.
Yeah.
They speak English at the time.
yeah, because he's French Canadian, not French. There's a difference.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know. The nun gives him shit over the French part because it's French Canadian. And fucking
Yeah.
blows her back.
Anyway, so we discovered that he had a mark of a cross, of an upside down cross, and it ties in back into Conjuring 1 with the Warrens giving a lecture about possession and using the case of Maurice, whatever the fuck his last name is, friends called him Frenchie. And thus, it gives the tie-in that Frenchie, thanks to this movie, gave Elizabeth Warren Valak and the nun, thus tying in all the way back
Lorraine
to
Warren.
Lorraine Warren.
Different
See,
one.
I keep calling her Elizabeth.
I don't know.
This is how much I give a shit about Ed and Lorraine Warren. I keep calling her a senator. But thus it ties into Conjuring 1 and thus ties back to French's, and we know that essentially, yeah, Frenchie ain't gonna last a while.
I just realized something.
Hmm.
This would be way much better as an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I didn't
Actually,
see it.
Yeah, I
hard
could
enough to
see
use
it.
flashlights
This-
instead
no.
of torches.
I'm gonna go back even further. This would have been great as an episode of Poltergeist: The Legacy.
Oh yeah, true.
I mean,
Like,
it'd be better as a
it's-
Scooby Doo episode too.
That's true.
That's the thing. It's a movie working off of a TV script. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So, do we have
So
anything else to say about this? Like,
if you're gonna watch this, just watch this as a standalone. Just cut off the last 30 seconds off.
okay, fair.
Just
Rather
end it.
than-
Yeah, just end.
End it
End
with the
it
mark
after they-
reveal. And then just end it.
Yeah.
Don't even bother
Yeah,
with the
just end it,
credits.
yeah.
Just end it.
Yeah,
Right
end
there,
it
yeah.
after the last rites and the mark reveal, and then just
Mhm.
keep it as it. And I hate. I'm gonna say this. This group might hate me for it. I think this is the second best movie we watched.
Second best,
Order.
yes. I agree. Yes.
Well, I can't remember it, so whatever.
Yeah, just whatever at this point.
Just whatever now. Whatever. Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Like, because Conjuring 2 had too many inconsistencies to really like enjoy.
Mhm.
Annabelle's entire fucking premise is just too stupid to really get into. Annabelle comes home is Annabelle comes home.
We haven't gotten to
The
that.
thing
Yeah.
about this movie is
Oh, creation.
Annabelle
I
creation.
swear.
This movie's just so forgettable. You can't be mad at it because you forgot most of it.
Yeah.
It's a nothing burger of a movie. The only time you're going to remember it is while it's on the screen and you're watching it. So
It's competent, but it's not memorable enough to
Not memorable.
really do it.
it's just
only-
nothing.
It's
a nothing
only
movie.
memorable to people who are used to and welcome the tropes of the Antichristos film or the
Mm-hmm.
Exorcist ripoff films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I will say it was definitely fun during its time in the theater watching it with the right person.
right.
Yeah.
But if I had to go back and watch this again on my own, I'd probably fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Which honestly, I might have to try that as a sleep aid. Because I've been getting real shit sleep as of late. But honestly,
Thanks, Juan. The Conjuring franchise helped me get back into a normal sleep schedule.
I will say, out of all of the Conjuring universe movies I've seen, because I refuse to watch any of the Annabelle films.
Oh, you
Mostly 'cause
must.
that doll's
They're
face.
just so joyous.
Well, the doll's face just pisses me off because it's not even scary to me. It's just ugly.
It's over
Right.
trying.
And
yeah.
Try
And-
hard.
And
It's
so,
trying
like,
too hard.
I can't. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh yeah, whatever. But like, I wouldn't say it's the worst, but it's
Right.
definitely down in my, oh, look, you belong in the fertilizer pile. Okay. But I would say that under the right circumstances, I'd probably watch it again, but because I just experienced it the one time in 2018 in theaters, like, I don't regret seeing it. It's a dog shit movie,
Yeah.
but I had a fun time with it in
Right.
its optimal setting with the right person.
I-
And that's all I can really say about it is that it was good for like a night.
At least I
And
didn't
then
cry as
never
much
again.
this episode, so that's good. That's progress. It had so little of an impact that I wasn't even all that mad, so I didn't cry as much this time.
Well, considering what's next up.
Fuck you! God damn it! No! God! I know.
Also, even though these people say, this is a bad film, check out Corin Hardy's The Hollows. And
Yeah,
then
I want to see that.
check it out. It's very good. Very solid film.
And I want to check out his
I look forward to his next film coming up.
Whistle.
But
Yeah.
this is how he got his foot in, basically. If you watch it for like his progression, this is how he got his foot into major studio.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah, no. So, I guess we should go ahead and wrap this up then. This lasted longer than I
guess-
expected it to.
I will build off of what Roy said right there.
Okay.
I don't think anybody's like career post this movie should come into question because
Right.
the weakest element of this entire movie is the fucking script. The script makes no fucking sense. Like there were
Right.
moments of directing that were really good. There were moments of acting that were really, really good. In fact, most of the people I've seen in this movie that have gone on to do other things, fucking great actors.
Seriously.
So
But-
it's the script writers that you should question.
Oh yeah, and
this is-
frankly, as this franchise goes on and on and on and on, I just think to myself, "Oh boy."
This is
and
a
it's mostly
Doberman
because of the
issue.
scripts.
It's Doberman. He's the odd one out here.
Yeah, we've pretty much established that. And then this guy's like all over the fucking place in this franchise. So
Yeah, and so
yeah.
I knew that the director of The Nun went on to do better things, and frankly
Mhm.
great things,
Mhm.
but it's just the script was dog shit.
Yeah,
Just dog shit.
I will agree with you hands down on that. I will agree. I mean, they could have done better with the script.
Yeah.
If I could describe it as, it's like getting something like food wise that is garbage and you have to dress it up really bad to make it at least edible.
Yeah. I've
Like
been
someone
there.
put too much salt in there, so you had to put something like barbecue sauce to next salt, or some sort of sweet sauce.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't need the sweet sauce, but you're dealing with someone who cooks something poorly.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
and there's nothing to eat for the next day, so that there you go.
Okay. Grave, you got anything to add?
I think we've said everything there is to say about this movie.
I agree. So
Way more than I thought we would, anyways.
right? Oh my god. So with all of that said, Xeiren, where can people find you?
You can still find me Xeiren. That's how you actually spell Xeiren. You can find me on TikTok still. Surprisingly, it's still hooked up to life support. You can find me on Instagram and Threads, as well as the Blue Sky. And of course, you can find me over on. He's not with us today, unfortunately.
Yeah, no.
But you can find me over on Varren Kimbold's Twitch channel on Mondays doing RPGs, and sometimes on Fridays, because right now we're in the midst of the Summer of Evil, and we're going through Resident Evil games, which
Nice.
has turned out to be quite the success, because good God, I'm just way more active when it comes to the survival horror stuff with all the weird shit I have to say. So that's been fun. And yeah, other than some, upcoming projects they still got going on in the vampire sphere, yeah, just those places.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on a second. Fuck, I think the phone was actually
Mwah!
ringing. oh, that was.
I was like, you're leaning in real close, like, sis, you want a kiss? You want a kiss?
Oh god. Man, I was checking on something. I was literally gonna cut right there, but fuck it, we're leaving that in.
I'm sorry, this is too funny.
Grave, where's the turtle today?
I'm buying everyone flashlights because no one should be running around with torches these days. Seriously. Torches.
Yeah, fair enough. Roy.
Find me here in this lovely group of people with the Wolf STEM Productions. I help with 3 podcasts. You can catch me over at the Starlight. We will look at rare, obscure, hard to find movies. The Red Light, Your Home Videos, My Horror, and I am the willing subject of OTAP Over the Years podcast with my co-host Doc, where he takes me through a decade of hip hop, sees if he shatters my little mind. If you got some love mail, some hate mail, some Anticristo mail, some 1970s mail, some City of the Dead call out mail, in case you missed it in the graveyard, send it to starlightpodcast@protonmail.com. Also got a sitter. Check it out. Capital R, capital L, capital P, capital S, Starlight, RLP Starlight. Just give some recommendations, accommodations. Just say hi. We'd love to hear from you. I also do lists and reviews over at criticlist.com over at my name, Wolfman Roy. I just put out a cyberpunk subgenre list. Go check it out. It's a work in progress. And any review I put out there. So, Doc.
You mostly can find me if I'm not here on Legion Murder Party, all the things on Wolf's Den. I am with Roy on Red Light and Starlight, and the host and curator of Over the Years, where I take Roy through a decade plus of hip hop music. It's really worth the trouble. Only social media I use is Blue Sky. That's chaoticdoctor.bsky.social. If I'm not there, I'm at Critical List under Chaotic Doctor, where I've done lists and reviews of everything from sci-fi quote-unquote movies to interesting little history relics, including the first ever episode / first ever TV movie at Columbo. And for a little fun thing over on the Wolf's Den Patreon, I am now the host and DJ of Twisted Notes Radio, where every time I upload, it's just a fun little radio show based on whatever I feel like making that day. If I'm honest with you.
Excellent. And you can, of course, find me here on Podbean and YouTube with Wolfson Productions, from goofy-ass anime to the shocking horror, as shocking as this gets. Wolfson Productions, your number one stop for equally nerdy reviews of nerdy media. You can also find me over on Blue Sky, which, as of this recording, is hopefully not completely fallen apart. Jesus Christ, the shit that's happening there now. You know, I'm running out of platforms. I'm running out of fucking social media platforms here. But you can find me over on Blue Sky under Mistress Ookami. That is Mistress Ookami. That's my name. Don't wear it out. And if you're feeling extra generous and you really want to check out Doc's work, head on over to Wolf's Den Patreon, where you can get access to the Twisted Notes Radio, TNR, I think is what we're just going with. Yeah, to TNR, Twisted Notes Radio.
WTNR.
Yeah, we had a debate about that W thing. We'll figure that. Whatever.
Don't worry about the thunder. They don't care.
Okay, whatever. WTNR.
Don't worry about the thunder.
As well as things that may or may not drop to the general public, things that most certainly will not drop to the general public, behind the scenes, all sorts of goodies, all for a measly $1 a month. Remember, folks, $1 a month, they can go a long, long way. And until next time, we will be moving into this like, what, a fucking year later, because they make a new one every goddamn year. We're still not back into Conjuring proper. We are in... What the fuck number is that going to be? It's like...
Comes home.
Conjuring 0.5, I guess?
0.5-ish, yes.
Yeah, with 2019's Annabelle Comes Home. God help us all. Good night, everybody. Oh.
Woof.
I'll get the wood chipper.
Yeah, get that ready. I'm gonna get the fucking flamethrower. I'm gonna get the knives. Would you fuck this at all? I'm done with this.
What are you talking about?
Thing.
There's torches everywhere. Grab a can of hairspray.
Ooh, good idea. Burn, bitch!